Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Constantinopolis, the Queen of Cities. For the last time, well, at least for this series, this will be the last episode of Total War Attila, the Eastern Roman Empire, and history. And I, of course, am Marcus Aurelius. And we have, in the course of these over 60 episodes, discussed many different aspects of the Eastern Roman and even greater world history of this time period. This is the period of late antiquity. And I hope you have learned from these different episodes what unique attributes made the Eastern Roman Empire different from the old Roman Empire and allowed it to survive where the West did not. As you can see, the Huns here are bearing down hard on Abazgia, and they're now at peace with me, so I'm just going to let the Huns do what they want. The Huns are still pretty decent with me. In the east, we have kind of a problem. There are two full-strength Persian armies here, and we may, in this episode, decide to take one of them out. Unfortunately, Arcadius... Well, maybe Arcadius can help. Arcadius might be able to help if we take out this one, or he might not. Either way, we're just talking basic spearmen, few horses. It should not be anything that the Mathematical Legion can't handle on their own. The Kings of Axum are moving toward Raga, and then if they succeed there, they'll move down to Spahan, since these two legions are occupied. Although our buddies here, the Lakhmids, are building up an army as well. Who knows what they'll do. The Nobatians have a huge stack here in Ctesiphon, so I'd like to see them be a bit more aggressive. I have my priest here, but nothing really to do with him, as this place is super happy. So I'm not sure, but this priest is moving up to Mishteka. The Achilles Legion is going to stay right here, just to prevent incursions from Huns or Abazgians. Although there are buddies Iran. I'm not sure where they're going. They're moving their troops somewhere. I've already spent my money just adding aqueducts to certain places. Saviors of Rome are going to stay here in the city. Flavia Felix is going to stay here, and we have some options here in the west. So I think we may try with Rufinus here to take out these rebels. But first things first, we have to retreat from the blockade. And I'm just going to quickly see that that didn't give him... No, he's still just a flaccid procrastinator. But now let's see if we can't take out these guys. They should be transports, so we should be able to rough them up. And they're actually saying here that we won't rough them up. This is not a trained navy. These are just random half-stack rebel troops, and we are a trained navy. And I'm not going to fight this out on the battlefield because, as you know, naval battles suck, and it is so much better when you're auto-resolving. But apparently, it doesn't believe I can win. So Rufinus is just having a bad day. Guess we'll go back here. Alright, so Corrales is currently being sieged by our land army anyway, and it says here, currently, that their wall strength is 100%, so we're not doing anything to hurt that. Still no mercenary onagers. I guess I can recruit some cheap mercenary ranged units. That might help. And some cavalry, maybe. Alright, why not? We'll see if that helps. They're obviously very unhappy, but then again, so is Ajax, which will be rebelling in a turn. So that's a shame that Rufinus and his giant navy weren't enough to take out this... I mean, no, it's a full stack, but come on. Maybe the Western Romans can help. If they decide to attack Ajax again, I don't think... Yeah, Ajax is kind of a mess. No. 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 Let's just leave it, yes? I don't understand why... That was never a Roman building? I guess not. Or maybe... No, it just means convert to a different type of building. I get it. Okay, whatever. So we'll wait a turn before we attack there. But we are going to see if Timasius... What should we do? Should we take out this guy? I don't think we... Yeah, see, Arcadius is not close enough to help. So we could take out this guy, but he has 2 onagers. And a mercenary desert legionary defectors. Saracen cataphracts, mounted bowmen. He has more mounted bowmen, but no onagers. And by moving this army over here, we're leaving this army open to attack. But I have full confidence in this legion to take out whatever's thrown at them. So let's just take out these guys. Alright. So this period of late antiquity saw, of course, the destruction of the western half of the Roman Empire. And over time, the eastern half would become less recognizably Roman, and they would adopt more cultural and style traits of the East, like the Persians, to the point where the Western peoples that succeed the Romans, all these different barbarian tribes who eventually start kingdoms that we now know of today, as, you know, the French and the Germans, they look at them kind of as effeminate Greeks, who are duplicitous and not truly Christian. Let's see here. We're on the attack on this one, but they do have a lot of horsemen, so we're going to still deploy as per usual. In fact, I'm going to go with the deep deployment. So let's do these guys, and then we'll do the Comitatenses kind of back and to the flank. With our 5 units of ranged troops in the middle, and our general behind them. And as far as cavalry, we'll just move the cataphracts and the camels to this flank. And these 3 will be on this flank. Alright. So, we are the aggressors, but I just want to check and see if they would come out after me. It appears they are not going to. So we are going to have to assault them in a hail of arrow fire from all these mounted bowmen. Which is less of a problem than you might think. Oh, interesting. They changed the name from defensive testudo at some point to stationary testudo. Which makes a lot of sense. So assault testudo is now mobile testudo. I like it. I like it, CA. Alright. So what's the plan going to be here? Cavalry? Let's go up on this hill here. You guys here. Everyone else, let's create a selection group and create a formation. And let's just move up. At a walk, though, please. Okay, they're moving their cavalry up a little bit. Not a lot, though. They certainly aren't attacking. My cavalry is not going to be that useful against walls of spearmen, so we can't just do a frontal charge. Let's move the speed up a little bit. They're kind of repositioning themselves. We must still be out of their firing range. Anyway, did you like the series? By all means, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you felt there could have been more history to less gameplay, more gameplay to less history, or if you felt, like the middle bear in Goldilocks, that it was just about right. Also, I don't feel that a lot of people who would enjoy what this series has to offer and what makes it different from other common series you see on YouTube might even know about it. So if you are the member of any type of community that is interested in history or in gaming or the combination thereof, I would ask you that if you enjoyed this series that you post a link to it in your groups or forums and just let people know that there is a series out there as the Eastern Romans in Total War Attila, where we talk a lot about actual real-world history and we utilize actual real-world sources, including some primary sources written during the time period this takes place, in our discussions. I certainly am not the best player of the game, but you know what? I'll say I did pretty okay. The Eastern Empire is strong. We've seen far more victories than defeats. And we're going to move forward some more. All right. We're all advancing. Let's just make this happen now, guys. You can make them scared, right? Let's do that. Alright. You guys? I don't care. Let's go. At speed. You guys up. You guys up. Ranged troops, do your range thing. General. Stay about here. Get in Testudo. Let's engage these guys. Nice. Actually, why don't we get in Testudo? Since they're going to be charging us anyway. Alright, excellent. Only fire at their cavalry. And their general. Let's see if we can't take him out. Alright, guys. Let's get ready for a back charge. You guys up here, maybe put a little effort into it. That'd be nice. Okay. Spearmen, I want you here to kind of guard the flank while you guys charge these guys in their flank. You guys come up here. Cavalry, charge this guy. Cavalry, this guy. Comodatensis do the same thing they're doing, while this guy comes down and gets them from the rear. Excellent. Except for this cavalry is moving very slow. Come on, guys. Actually, you take out these spearmen from behind. That's cataphracts. That shall be fun. Excellent. Let's watch. We never got to the Clibinari in this series, which is too bad. Oh, spears are down. Nice. We'll just stay in here. Alright. Move up. Excellent. Wait, what happened here? Swordsman? Get down here. What in the world is going on here? Take out these cavalry. You get these guys from behind. You take out these ranged cavalry. And you as well. Alright, these guys. Come on, guys, get involved. Our ranged troops are having kind of a rough day. They kind of got around us there. That was kudos to them. Go after these spearmen. This is pure chaos, but I love it. Scout Equites are having a bad day. They'll survive. Okay, we won. But you know what that means, of course. In order to truly make the most of one's victory, one must have to chase down all the fleeing enemies. Although we hurt them pretty bad. No group is really all that strong. The Armenian spears are pretty bad, but they're... Actually, you don't need to chase the general unit. That'll disband. Okay. Who are these guys? Oh, these are our mounted bowmen auxiliaries. Oh, that's a cool hat, guy. Oh, did you see that? That dude just got launched. Very cool. Actually, all of you ranged guys, let's have you stop firing. Okay. And we'll move up the speed. And we have finished them. Our cataphracts will kind of finish them off. Or run around in circles, I guess, whichever is better. Alright, how'd that go for us? I think we lost an entire unit of Lanciarii Senores, which is strange, but in the chaos of that assault, anything was possible, I suppose. They might have been surrounded. Yep, we lost them, but we kept everybody else. Let's take on some warriors. So the question is, no, we can't replace them until we go all the way. I'm not sure if we can even replace them from Ctesiphon. What kind of mercenaries are there out here? Well, onagers might actually not be a bad idea. It's too bad we lost spearmen, though. I wouldn't mind losing some archers. I don't need this many fundatores. But it seems like everybody else took it pretty well. It's just that one group of Lanciarii Senores. Alright, but now we have enough movement points to... Well, I guess we could chase them down and finish them. But why? I mean, just 13 of those guys. Let's go back and guard Arcadius. Alright, so that was still a pretty good victory, I'd say. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing this series. I recognize that the game moves pretty slow. It's too bad we couldn't do a whole lot of other things like fight the Huns and reconquer Italy and all that good stuff. But there are other series out there that are just doing this strictly from a gameplay perspective.
My lord offers you peace. Tomorrow, his preoccupation with this war may see him unleash further torments.
Well, okay. I think this is a good way to end the series, is with peace with the Sassanids. Many of you in the comments have been saying, you know, make peace with them. And I've been like, no, we're going to burn every city of theirs to the ground. But we're kind of getting discombobulated. I'm certain that we have the power to do it, but we've turned pretty much their entire Near Eastern possessions into a wasteland, and what's not rubble and dust is owned by our allies. And they're already on deteriorating terms with the Lochmids anyway, so we can get in war with them again, who knows? And maybe their weakness will cause their client states... Well, no, their client states love the shit out of them, so that's probably not going to happen. But anyway, 2,000 gold, why not? Alright, Persians.
So you know how to haggle and when...
Now, hopefully they will not be put off by my armies and their lands. We'll march them back. But see, now the problem is one that actually the Romans have faced many times, which is, when you're currently at peace with everybody, what is the justification for spending an inordinate amount of money maintaining your armies? So historically what the Romans did, and what the Byzantines did, was they cut down either the quality or the number of their troops. But of course, that always came back to bite them in the ass when the next enemy that they weren't expecting came out of nowhere. They want us to attack the Picts. They're not offering me any money. And where are the Picts? We have the Quadians down here. We could take Africa back. That would be a good use for our units. We could just steamroll the entire continent. Apparently, they have control of all of southern Italy again. The separatists are just here. They have the control of most of Spain, but they've lost all of France to Gaul. The barbarians aren't doing too well, really. Sure. I ain't afraid of no Picts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is that. I appreciate you watching the series. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, leave comments as to what you thought. And please, if you can, like the video, just so that it gets a little bit of search engine boost in YouTube. And otherwise, the next history series I will probably be doing is The Last Roman with Belisarius, but I won't be doing that right away. That will come shortly after. So once again, I am Marcus Aurelius. Thank you so much for watching. And, oh, look at that. Syracuse is being attacked by these guys. That'll be interesting. But I'm sure, like in previous times, we will win this one. We'll have to get the Marines into the city. But thank you, again, so much for watching. Have a good one.